Welcome everyone to another session from ITeLearn. This is basically an orientation session on the upcoming basic plus advanced Selenium training. Short session, I'm going to talk about what is it that we're going to be covering in the upcoming training, how it's going to be working, and what is expected from each of you. So if you have questions, please keep them handy after I go through a quick overview of what we're going to do, then I will handle them. So, team, basically, you all are aware, whoever is primarily there in this session, the fact that Selenium is a very in demand and a very popular automation testing tool in the market. All right. So, from your perspective of what you need to really learn, what you need to really master, is what I'm trying to present here. Now, do note that this is my perspective of what you should be doing. The only primary difference is how long it's going to take for each of you to really go through this. Now, the first thing and foremost are the different topics or subtopics that are there within Selenium as a tool, and what is it that one needs to go through. All right. So at this moment, I am doing a quick audience check to ensure that you can hear me well and you can see my screen well. The best way to interact with me, team, is make sure that you put it in the Skype, in the chat, and not raise your hands, because I'm not looking at the hands right now. I'm just looking at the chat. So, number one, team, I'm assuming that since you're looking at this video or attending the session, you are already convinced that Selenium is an amazing tool for you to learn, both from your career perspective and also from just the fact that as you keep working on it, you'll really love this tool. Now, to learn Selenium, there are a few basic things, team. The first one is called the Selenium IDE. This is a very basic level as to how you can do simple record and run. What is it that test cases and so on with the Selenium IDE, the UI of it, and so on. So this is the basic building block, and this is where we all start from to get the basic idea. But fundamentally, this is so simple and so easy that most of my free videos cover this. You don't even have to pay to join ITeLearn for this. If you go and watch all my Selenium videos, which are on YouTube, it covers it. The second, and which is very critical, is element identification. This is the whole concept of how does an automation testing tool really perform these various steps on a given application. So to do this, it is very essential that each of you understand those basic building blocks of automation and how the elements or objects are identified and how you could really work with them. All right. uh, so team, quick minute before I move forward is that there are some audience members who are saying that they cannot hear me. Hope all can hear me well. Else, please check your audio connection. There are over 80-90 people on this session, team. So I'm just making sure that a few of you who are facing technical difficulties are able to take care of it. So the second one is the element identification. This is very critical, because unless you know how you can identify these objects, these elements on the web applications, you cannot really perform what is called as automation. All right. So element identification is very critical. Then comes, how do you take all of this knowledge and apply it into the Selenium WebDriver? What is Selenium WebDriver, and how do you apply these concepts there? Okay. How do you really convert this entire code that you generate from IDE into WebDriver? How do you write your own code and give proper instructions of how the automation should be done? All of these things will be covered as part of WebDriver. This is basically a simple way of representing it, is that uh, you are talking about taking um, we are talking about taking specific sets of information from the code and performing that specific actions on the application. So where we are working from, how we are doing it, all of this will be mentioned in Selenium WebDriver. Give me a quick second, please. while I try and fix something. Okay, I think this is fine. So, but Selenium WebDriver without a programming or a scripting language behind it is really no good. All right. And that programming language essentially is your core Java or JUnit or TestNG or Python or C Sharp or Ruby on Rails or whatever you want. Okay. In what I do at ITeLearn, I am focusing specifically on the core Java, JUnit, and TestNG team. This is going to be my focus. Now, when I'm saying this, what I mean is that the essential components have a lot to do on these building blocks also, and then comes the programming language. Without doing core Java, which is basic, essential idea of Java, you don't really need to go to a JUnit or TestNG. JUnit or TestNG is nothing but a small layer or a framework that is built on this programming language. All right. Now, once this is done, you then apply it into concepts like frameworks, be it simple data driven frameworks or keyword driven or hybrid or completely script independent frameworks and so on. All right. These are essentially how I would divide your whole learning experience into. This is what it is all about. There is nothing more complex than what I'm showing you right now. Now, there are a few more areas which you will find as you go along, and there are things like your Selenium server or your RC. You will find that you need to work with a development environment called Eclipse. You will find that there are build tools like Ant and then Apache. You will see that we have a lot of things on Grid and how you do automation of complex web apps. Okay, what is the best practices, how do you approach different situation and so on. But the most critical aspect of everything is within these 5 sections. Now, I have done so many videos so far that I would want to continue to create more and more new concepts for the entire audience team. So I don't really intend to repeat a lot of things which I've developed very carefully, which I've put a lot of time and effort, and I've organized them for you to really watch. Now, if you look at some of the content which I'll show you right now on ITeLearn.com, you would notice that mostly everything is there. There's nothing that is not present right now except for one or two topics. Uh, More importantly, I am looking at the aspect where we get a chance to go through the entire course content. So give me a second. I'm going to show you this quickly. So I'm opening up the ITeLearn website right now. And in here, if you go team to the recent live training that I did, and under that, if you see the Selenium bite-sized videos, I have created with this very intent recent tutorials around this. Oh no, it's not in this. This is where I will be putting the new ones that are coming. Selenium live trainings, Selenium IDE, Core Java, WebDriver. Do you see this? This was the one that I created in March. Now, in here, I have very carefully built 3 chapters, team. The first chapter talks about those IDE basics. It is what is essentially required for each of us to know about from an IDE perspective. Then I go a little bit deeper onto the automation fundamentals. And how do we identify different types of elements using XPath and CSS? This first chapter will lay that foundation. Altogether, you're looking at about 62, you're looking at about a little over 5 hours of video content. What I want you to do is spend exactly this amount of time and watch these as movies, not as something that you need to play, pause, practice, play, pause, practice. No. because there is so much content in it. If you start doing the pause and rewind and so on, you will not be able to complete it. Keep a notebook to the side, and whatever you see that is coming up, just keep a note out of it. Once you finish this portion, then go on to the next chapter, which is the core Java tutorials. Once you finish this, go on to the next one, which is the Selenium WebDriver tutorials and a simple data driven framework. The reason I want you to really get to doing this is because this will lay a foundation for us, and in the next 10 days or so, I don't know the exact date when we are planning the live sessions, we will be exploring from here on. There are two levels of mastering Selenium that you're going to be doing, team. One is the visual or more of a theoretical level that I want you to see. Then the practical one where you actually want to sit down and practice. Treat it the whole training into two phases. The phase one is for you to really put your head down and go through end to end, whatever I show you. The phase two, which you can do it a little bit more leisure, lengthier process, is to sit down, repeat some of this content, and make sure that you go through at depth now with practice on the side. Okay, to help you really accomplish these goals, this is not the only page where the Selenium videos are. If you go back to the master videos where the video tutorials, Selenium videos, here there are over 100 hours of content that I have created over a long period of time that is there for you. Okay, it shows almost the same topics organized under different options, and they will walk you through different concepts team, each time taking a different application for you to handle things. Okay, so whatever you look at in these chapters are already present, are already there for you to go through. All right, don't get to this Selenium recorded topics right away, because this is an ocean of information. It will help you eventually. Look at learning or mastering Selenium as a 3 months to a 1 year process. What I'm trying to do is get you that head start in the next 2 3 weeks so that you can really go rushing into it, and then you will be able to go step by step and practice with it. All right, now, apart from these chapters, you can also do a fast track, almost repeating some of the important concepts that I'm showing here. And this time you have 3 more additional options that you could take as fast track. Some of the recent live batches that I've recorded and have kept aside. Now, as you go along these, master of software testing team members, you will continue to create those summary documents. All right, summary documents which emphasize the key aspects of what is being presented only on this chapter. All right, so this chapter, right, watch all the videos and take notes. Okay, most members, master software testing members, you will continue to create your summary docs. These summary docs will really help you put together all the information that is needed for you, especially when you get in front of an interview. All right, so don't forget to work on this. Now, in terms of time, I will really request you to spend more effort in trying completing it. I don't want you to really take a lot of time just on this, because we will not be able to really move forward. So we have about um, 13 14 days before we start the training. Before that, please make sure that all these chapters are completed. Enough time. We have no more than 5 hours here. This is about 3 3 6 7 12 hours here, and then 3 and 3 6, about 18 hours of content team. Okay, 18 hours of video watching. Now, the reason I want you to do this is, after this, in the live session, okay, I'm going to take a live project, okay, and show how we will how we will create various frameworks around it quickly. Okay, so that we don't waste too much time in going through each and every aspect again. After this is done, I will take a live project too, where you will be doing it. doing the project. Okay, the first project I will be done by Karthik. I will be doing it for you. Then we will get into the Selenium Live project, and there you will be working on the project. You'll be doing the project along with other team members. All right, so this is it, team. Nothing more to say more than what I'm showing to you already here. So feel free to ask me questions. This is the game plan. This is what I intend to be doing. Now you ask me, feel free to ask your questions and I'll answer them to you. All right, let's see who has a question. What kind of live projects do you make us do? So Hima, number one, I have a couple of new initiatives that are coming up. These are upcoming websites that I'm working on building them. Before I launch them into the market, I want them to be tested. Okay. This testing is what is required. Today, in the email, you've got one of that. And that website is, just to let you know, called as Try a Webinar. Now, this is a project that will show it to you how we're going to approach, and you will be able to also put it in your resume and say that you've been involved in this project to whatever extent I've shown it to you. Okay, similarly you're going to be working on different project to that same potential. All right, now just to let you know, team, Try a Webinar is an initiative that I'm launching. This is as part of different ideas that I have. I'm launching this, which is kind of a free forum or a listing where we are hunting for different technology webinars across the world and putting them here. So a user can go look at what are the different technology webinars that are happening across the globe and look at which is relevant for them to take opportunity in to participate. For example, there's something on Nexus of Cloud or mobile and social at online, or there is something about mobile application testing. There is something on how to do deployments. There is something on Microsoft Excel, agile testing, and so on. So all IT related. Now my team is hunting them and they're putting it here. You can see it in a daily, in a weekly calendar schedule, and so on. This application is right now still in the making, but I've opened it up to the Try Webinar, the main website, so that we could test it and I could show you how we will do it. All right, and for this I will also look at a few of the members to really assist me and help me out. Now similarly, I have a couple of more websites that are coming up where I want you to work on. All right, so this is the projects that I'm planning at a high level. I'm letting you know. And just to let you know a little bit more on Try Webinar, you will be able to click on share. If you know of any webinar, any members, any users, visitors coming in here, they could be actually the host itself. They could use this simple form to post which webinar is it. All right, so you could take this entire thing and start posting it. We will review it and put it on the website. Even if you're hosting a webinar, you could use the same form to do it. So this application requires rigorous testing. We'll use Selenium for it. Let's see, Suresh, with Selenium, we can test the Siebel application. Any application that is web-based can be tested using Selenium. That's it, team. Very simple. If it is a client-server application, that has to be installed on your machine as a different application altogether. Whatever be it, it can all be. If it can be opened using a browser, then yes. Let's see. To start Selenium training, do I need to know any of those programming languages which you have mentioned? Good question, Shweta. To start the Selenium training at ITeLearn, you need to know nothing. If you know basic Microsoft Office tools like Word, Excel, if you know little bit of HTML, even if you don't, then let us know. We will provide you the video tutorials for HTML for no additional cost. You can take it and start learning it. All right. Uh, to a certain extent, you don't need entire end-to-end HTML videos also. In fact, even W3 schools will help. That is it. All right. And that is what is needed. Everything else, I will make sure that you learn it as part of ITeLearn. You don't need to go anywhere else. All right. The reason I tell you this also is because people try and complicate it too much. It is not needed. It is meant to be an automation tool which software test engineers can use it easily. It has those options there. All right. So you learn exactly what I show you, and that is more than enough. What is background requirement? I have no idea about Java. So don't worry, You will be absolutely fine. Watch my videos and then I will practically walk you through again. Will the live project over each and every kind of um, just one second kind of testing process, like functional testing, user acceptance testing, from various aspects. I'll show you different aspects in that 1 week, 10 days, or 10 sessions. I'm going to walk you through various aspects of how, what all you will come across in a practical scenario. Sometimes you just create Selenium IDE scripts and keep it aside. Sometimes you create a small WebDriver script and keep it aside. Then for others, you will create more like a more detailed advanced framework and keep it aside. Let's see. Selenium works on all browsers when you want to execute it, Suresh. When you want to do a simple record using IDE, that's when you use Firefox. How many live sessions will be altogether? I believe about 10 live sessions, which will take your existing whatever is here to the next level. Let's see. There are some more old questions. How much practice level should be done before live session starts? So before the live session starts, I don't care if you don't do a single bit of practice. But if you have not watched the videos with focus and taken notes, then it is a problem. Okay. Two things: watching the videos and taking notes. In fact, the Master of Software Testing program members are taking it to a next level where they're preparing very, very detailed summary documents. And those are superb reference documents for future, especially before your interviews. So let's see. Dildar, are we able to go through all the videos after this session, or what is the process? With your Selenium Premium membership, you have access to all the Selenium sessions. So you will be going through them, but you will be going through in the way I show you and how we plan it. Between now and 17th, I will organize 2 or 3 live sessions just to give a summary walkthrough of what has happened in each chapter. Okay, that will be for all the premium members who start immediately, because there's no time for someone who will start after 10 days and then in the next 2-3 days they want to hurry up to join. All right, team, give me 1 second. There's so many questions that I would rather um, put it into this Word document and start answering it quickly, team. Okay, so let's see what all I've answered so far. Oops, not here. Okay, right from the beginning. Right from the beginning. Okay, let's see. Is it possible to have integration on Selenium Team Foundation Server and Visual Studio all together? So Igor, not yes and no, because sometimes you have to go very deep. If you have the source code or you're able to build some adapters between these tools, then you can. Readily, there is no licensed or free product, at least free license probably, yes, that is available which does that level of integration. There might be organizations who might be preparing such things and keeping it handy for future one. Eclipse is the only option for WebDriver. No, Eclipse is not the only option for WebDriver. You can use any. You can use even Notepad to run your code. Eclipse is just a glorified notepad which will help you keep everything together, which will help you write better code, which will help you debug better, which will help you run better, do everything in an easier manner. That was a question which I saw from the chat, but let me go through a few more here. To start Selenium, to automate reports, you can create very, very detailed HTML based reports using Selenium. And I've done this n number of times. And these reports can look fantastic at the end, which print out everything that you have done in that test run. Selenium scripts like QTP, are there any helpful doing in performance testing? Not really. See, even QTP is not built for performance. You can time your tests, you can run a little bit of performance monitoring on it, but not really to that extent. How to install Selenium? Should we go to hp.com or other site? So Igor and everyone, the only thing you need to do is watch the videos and follow my instructions. Everything is explained in it, because anything else will be complicating. In fact, there is nothing to do with HP and Selenium, but just letting you know. Even if you go to seleniumhq.org, there are so many things there that it can get very complicated. The first few videos are there. So for Selenium IDE, you don't even need to go anywhere else. You can just watch it here. You don't even have to make any effort of payment there. All right. The videos that you want us to watch are paid and for members only, right? Only 3 videos are free. That's right, Hima. Are we using the same project for QTP Live project? I'm trying to change it. We may rotate between different projects, but at least you'll get a good perspective. Even if I show you try a webinar, for example, on Selenium, you could use it on QTP and work on it. All right. So I show it to you on one tool, you convert the entire thing into QTP. Just knowing how to migrate your scripts from QTP to Selenium and vice versa is a big thing to note. That will make you fly as a testing career. How different is it from other automation tools like QTP? As we go about, I'm going to cover those comparisons at length. You will see it as we go along. Live project 2 is included in Selenium training, or do I need to take live project session? Saroja, these are separate things. From a pricing standpoint, I don't believe they're the same, but you can consult with the sales team for it. Uh, let's see. Do we have project practice Java and OOPS concepts? Here's the thing, Vamsi. For you to really get into Java, OOPS, practice and master it will take you about a month or two. Okay. So the intent right now is to only learn so much Java that will take you to completing Selenium first level. Then level 2, you will do more automation, you will do more practice, then you will learn. Okay. Whatever you need is here. Okay. For example, here, right from how you're going to install Eclipse, JDK, writing your first Java programming. What are Java variables? Loops, conditions, understanding your classes, objects, your methods, arrays, global variables, method overwriting, exception handling, string operation, packages. That is it. You don't want to look anything beyond this. So we go through the mastering Selenium tutorials first, but I have access only to Selenium 1. You should have access to everything. If you're a Selenium premium member, you will have access to this and you'll have access to this. All right. Let's see. How much practice level should be done? So I've mentioned that. How to install, I've mentioned that. When are the live sessions starting? So I've showed you on the website. If you go on the top right, you will see the display 16th December. That is when the live sessions are starting. A few more questions. Are you going to be the trainer or any other guy? I'm going to be the trainer for this. When will be the next live session for Selenium? Neelam, I don't know. I am trying to shy away from conducting more and more live sessions because though people really would like to attend it, it is the same content over and over. If I see that there is only reason I'm doing a live session for Selenium right now is because of Master of Software Testing. That course needed it, so that's the reason I'm conducting it. What computer specification do I need to have for Mac or Windows to install all the tools? Mohammed, why are you asking me a technical question which is not even relevant? Just go here and start watching these videos. As you go along, you will see either Mac or Windows is fine. Many tools are there. So I just want to make sure that you don't uh, shy away from these things. Simple, start one video, go through it, watch it, then we'll come back, we'll practice it for now. What about finding a job? Any help on reference or job support? I don't do references unless you've really worked with me. If you worked in one of those projects that I'm walking you through and you've done a good job, I will definitely refer you. Job support, there is a big technical forum. You can use that, Jay. In terms of how about finding a job, we have a placement services going on. I also have a placement program that is going on, that is coming up on the 7th. This half a day placement workshop will walk you through end to end what is going to happen right from the time you need to be creating a resume till the time you enter and start working on your day one. How you're going to approach that entire is planned in the 7th December half a day workshop. All right. All right, team. So last couple of questions, and then feel free to continue to go back to ITeLearn and put your questions there. I'm sure along with this live registration of this form, there is a question and answer document. Any questions that are not addressed in this session or while you're watching the video, please feel free to use that. Let's see. How many days of this advanced training will be? So I think all those details are there already on the website. You can take it from there. You can use QTP or see live project descriptions team. Wait for me, please. If you're in a hurry to do something, I can't help you right now. As I launch it, as I start it, that is when I'll be able to walk you through. For now, you have to wait for me, please. All right. All right. Thank you, everyone. Appreciate it. Once again, I feel very honored that I get so many participants joining my sessions, listening to me, and giving that opportunity to yourself to really see what you want to do and so on. I appreciate you being there. We will meet again on a schedule that I'll let you know. Master of Software Testing team, just to let you know, there is no more session today for the remaining day. You can start on your Selenium or finish on your QTP practice. We will catch up on the live sessions from tomorrow. All right. Thank you, everyone. Appreciate it. And we'll see you back in another session somewhere in the future. Take care, everyone. Bye. Thanks, all.